Test, test. I was off. I am so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. I was not connected. Okay. Well, I'm happy actually. I shared one of my guilty pleasures just now, so you didn't hear it. So actually, I'm thought, oh my god, I shouldn't have said that. Now I guess I'm not anymore because I'm actually really ashamed of it. So I did not take the trade. Why? Because I couldn't go open up my account. I wanted to take the trade. I was saying, oh shit, that's the wind. Sorry about the noise. I wanted to get, we were starting to go down. We retested here, 932. I thought, okay, we're not going to go back into the opening range. I want to take it to the first presented fair value gap. Here, 599. Would have been a 150-point trade, but I couldn't enter my account didn't open, so I missed the trade. Now, I was sharing my guilty pleasure. I said, well, I wasn't really prepared because I was watching The Bachelor until 10 minutes before the open. So I missed that bloody move because of The Bachelor, okay? So that was my guilty pleasure. But I missed the bloody trade. I wanted to take it on my eval. I missed it. Are we gonna get continuation? Or are we gonna chop? Yeah, I didn't. So I have my laptop on my bed. I took it out and then I forgot to plug in all the cords. So stupid. Hey, it's okay, Siegfried. Did any one of you guys take the trade? That's more important. And so it's good enough. It's all good. It's all good. I want to hear you guys. Did you take the trade? Did anyone see it coming? You got a piece? Okay, nice. Okay, but we have to be careful now because it might go for long. I think I'm getting out of here. I'll enter again. No trader X. I didn't make any money because I couldn't open up my account. The trade I put on was a paper trade, and I just shared my guilty pleasure. But I think we're gonna have a continuation. Did you see that? You're talking about the London trade, right? The one that I put on in London. I couldn't open up my account on time when I saw when we opened up, I saw we went down and I thought, okay, let me just see if we're going to go back up. But this was my confirmation here. I wanted to get in and I couldn't open up my account. But I was not prepared because I told everyone already that I was watching The Bachelor. And 10 minutes before the open, I was like, oh shit, let me have a look at the market. And I wasn't really planning to trade today, but I'm sort of like annoyed because this would have been my trade from here up to the first presented fair value gap of Monday. It's a safe trade, 150 points. So, but I'm not, you know what? It's okay. Opportunities present itself all the time, right? You just have to wait another couple of days. It's all good. I'm not worried, guys. I'm really not worried. And it was it was a plan of no trading at all anyway. So all good, all good. Breaker again. It's 10, 12. I think we're going to get a continuation, but maybe later. Yeah, going to start around 7:30ish. Um, Let's read some price. Uh, 4 o'clock. You sure 25,800 reverse long on 4 hour 25 and done raping this market for today. Yeah, you're right. I think that was the move, right? You got in at 25,800. Wow. So you literally turtle souped it. Yeah. And you got out at 587. 587. Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, this move was pretty, this was such a, this was an easy move. Safe and predictable. But, let me have a look again. So I'm still interested in this area here, but the question is, are we going to go there today, right? Five hundred. My target 4 hour 200 SMA. Oh, I like having the. Oh, you've got the crown. Oh, Ayala, you've got the number one crown. Yes, we're gonna name the number one and the number two and the number three every day. And seek for growth. You're number two today. You've got the number two queen. You're number two queen. Now, who's the number three today? Let's have a look. Do we have a number three? Ajay, you're number three. Oh, and Trader X6 is number one now. Hey, we've got two number ones. Hey, that's Ayala and Trader X6. You got we've got two number one kings. Or I'm well Ayala. I'm not sure if you're a king or a queen, but your short buyers was perfect. Morning with 4 hour to SMA reversal to cover and long with 1 minute. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't because of the Bachelor. I couldn't. I miss out on it, but it's okay. Okay, I'm going to switch these off. Have a look at gold quickly. What are we going to do? Are we going to? Is this it for today for the range? Are we not going to extend, or are we going to extend, or are we going to chop? because we have a small opening range gap. We did not fill it. We went to A, 4 o'clock here. What time did we get into that? 10 o'clock exactly. Now, what are you doing? I'm just wondering if the short will go all the way to the level that I marked. I think it's a little bit too much for one day. I think we're not going to make that whole range now. So I'm just wondering what price is going to do. So are we going to extend later on to further down, or is this it and are we going to chop and maybe even make a move to the upside? If I wasn't locked out for the day, I would long over 756. Yeah, I want to see it go to 710-ish and see what happens there. And if it starts, just keep on going up. Did I say 756? No, 710-ish. Let's see. 1020 now. And double my position over 790 with 10-point stop and reverse. And double my position over 790 with 10-point stop and reverse. You mean for a long? So over 790, you would have a stop at 780 and take it all the way. Yeah. So on the 4-hour, I noticed we have we have a wickless candle here. Okay, so we went below the 0.5. I'm just wondering I still like this area, but do we really need to go there? We retested this here. I'm gonna mark the full breaker. Where are we at? So you see now, if you measure the bodies of this breaker, the bullish breaker, we exactly went to 0.5 of it, and we're rejecting now of the breaker. We went to 0.5 of this one, we went down, and now we're at 0.5 of this one. So we're rejecting in this wick here. Let's see. Are we rejecting in this wick? 0.66 exactly. Think of this way. What's the ATR daily? I don't know, but I do think we have filled. I think we have made the range until 11 o'clock. I don't think we're going to extend the range, the AM session range anymore at the moment. So either we're going to chop in this range. I don't think we're going to have any extension or going over any this side or this side before 11 o'clock. So I think this is the range we have now until, for sure, until 11. Um, I think, or I don't know for sure, but that's what I think. So let's see if we, now we made a wick here and we have nice ascending, descending liquidity here. So I would say we could also go up, right, to the upside. Can you clarify, trader X6? Have we filled the ATR daily? Let's look at the daily. Well, the thing that I'm seeing, we both have wicked through an end dog. We both have wicked into the previous, in a wick of a previous day. So I think we're going to chop a bit, at least until 11 o'clock. I don't think we have much movement until 11. What do you think? Stop at 800 if it fails, reverse to short. Yeah. It's hard to read for me at the moment. This was my only, I think longer term, I do think it's going here, but what are we going to do in between here? I think it's just going to chop for now. I think we're not going to have a lot of movement. Let me go to the 1 minute. See, we have an imbalance here. We do have a 4 o'clock here. We've got a breaker here. We're retesting the breaker. We're testing the breaker, but in a consolidation. So it's not a normal retest. We go up. We have activated this breaker, but we're just chopping here above a first percentage fair value gap. So I do think we might have go a little bit higher, but where to? We don't have any imbalances here until here. This is no imbalance, no imbalances. Does it want to go here, or are we just going to chop here to go further down, or are we going to go here? We've got SMT on the top, we've got SMT at the bottom. Nothing to do for me. This was the only trade for me. Here, retest at 9:32 up to the first of Monday, up to here. This was my trade for now, on my account. But I couldn't open it. It's open now, but now I don't see anything anymore. It's no touchy zone. No touchy zone. Look at the daily gap here. How far away are we from this gap? Here, 246. And how far are we? Okay, so we are equally far away from. Oh, here, this one needs to. You need some. You need some love. 160 points away. You need some love, some daily love. You need some attentiones, but also you need attentiones. You and you. Oh, look at this. 10:30. Are we gonna go? Are we gonna go down again? I'm favoring a short, a continuation, but it's 10:30. I don't like it yet. I'm gonna wait until 10:34. See what happens. First presented from Monday, another one from Monday. This is all balanced here. I don't see, this doesn't need any, we rejected in this wick. We have one up here, but are we going to go all the way up here? Do we need to go there? Let's see. SMT here on both sides. We do have a breaker here, obviously, which is beautiful. We love breakers. We love breakers. But we don't like it when they keep being retested. Even though it might go up, I don't like it. I want one retest, boom, and go up. Oh, you are, that is a lot. Boom. And where would that be in the grand scheme of things? Oh, that is at this end dog here. I don't know. Well, it could be. I mean, it's all. AMD. You need Bob. There is S&T on both sides, so it's hard to read. There is S&T on the top and there's S&T on the bottom. A futures millionaire. I like that name. Either way, the easy play is done. Yes, exactly. Trader X. It's the easy play is gone. That was the opening play. I totally agree. And I was actually really I was cursing a bit when I couldn't open my account because I was like, oh my god, this is a fast one. And I think the only one that's going to be easy today, being Thursday before NFP, and more frustrating because I sort of called it out during London already. I should have been prepared, but hey, I was distracted because of the Bachelor. So yeah, so I'm not gonna really. I'm just gonna take read and see where we can make some logic of it. I'm looking at the weekly, by the way. It's interesting. So the weekly, we made this wick into this higher time frame PD array, and the body is still within this body. So I'm wondering if we're going to extend a little bit more. Let's see where the midpoint of this one is here. 327, so right here. Yeah, I'm favoring a short again. I think, but I just 1036. It doesn't look that choppy, to be honest. Let's have a look at the daily.
Order filled.
I'm doing nothing, guys. I'm not in anything. I'm not entering anything. I don't like the time. I don't trust this move yet. If it's going, it's going. So we went to 710. That was the level I did want to see. And I wonder now we're going to chop between 710 and 731-ish. I think now we're going to get the chop. Yeah. So, what did I say? Yeah, I think we're going to chop between this level now for a bit. Let me see. If it's going to extend lower, I will be really, really, then I'm going to miss it. But I think we're just going to chop now until the next macro. I do like that we stopped at 710-ish. That was a level that I thought, okay, if we don't go higher than that, I might think we might get another short later on. But I think the range has been set until 11, which we already formed. And now I think we're going to chop between 710 and 731-ish. They're just going to entice people to go short. And they're going to be chopped up. Yeah, I'm not anticipating in this area. No way. Yeah. Okay, gold. Let's quickly have a look at gold. I'm still interested in this whole opening in this yellow box, but it's not going in it yet. This is today's opening range. This is yesterday's. Unfilled from here to here. Um, Higher time frame. I'm waiting for the distribution to the downside. I really want just a normal distribution in this area here in gold, and it's just not. Look, it's not. All those people that are so interested in gold, I'm like, are they not looking at the higher time frame and what it's doing with the wicks and how it's forming? And it's just not interesting at the moment to anticipate that much. I think for a scalper, it's nice, but not if you really want um, the larger moves, right? Or just the moves that you're really like, okay, you know what? Structure, time, at least, I don't know. Well, this is not a bad move, in all honesty, but for me, it's hard to read the power of three here. Okay, this accumulation. Is this the manipulation and this the distribution then? It's still, yeah, we have a breaker here. The breaker here, but no retest at all. So the structure for me, this is just no structure. I would like to play maybe on the lower time frame, but if it's not on the 15-minute, I most likely will not even see it here. Look, for me, this is no structure to play. I mean, I don't want to play this. So I guess the people that are playing gold, they are sort of like really desperate for signals because they cannot probably see it themselves. Yeah. 63117. Okay, so let's see how long and Q is gonna chop around in this area and which side is going to break first. We do have a nice 5-minute fair value gap here. Nothing on 3 minutes. Only 5. Let's see on the 9, on the 9, on the 9. Ooh, I like you 9. Ooh, this is a nice little spiky. Well, let's see. I'm gonna keep it on the 9. The 9 is my favorite today. 999. 701 is 15 of the weekly candle. Hey, Michael, how are you doing? So you see exactly we're at 50% of the weekly range right now. And you know what we always say, right? We don't dibble in the middle. We wait. We wait. If the body is not going over here, I would favor a short. It's a continuation to, again, to this level. This was a level I marked. I think this was a level I marked yesterday. No, that was this morning. I think this was it right here. So we went all the way into the weekly range. We're below the 50%. Thursday, 8th of January. We touched the 30% here, and we rejected of it, and then we dumped, right? We dumped all the way below 60, 70%. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go all the way down here. Maybe we have a TGIF tomorrow from the lows. We have to watch this bullish breaker. Oh. 485. Are we going to go to 485? Could be. Let me see. 485, 0.27. Oh, interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, okay. If we really go below 631 and we're gonna, I might be interested in a short again. Macro almost starting. Oh, I still like this area here. This was the area I framed this morning, right? That was that from the breaker? Hold on. From the bearish breaker. Just want to make sure. Yeah, it was exactly to here, to this point. And Bob said it's 702, but this is 702 from the true range. This is 702 here. And it's also 2R from the breaker. So from this point, from this trade here, this was the trade that I framed in during London, but it's it's a little bit too long to stay in that. And I got stopped out, by the way, when it went up. But I didn't want to put my stop above here at that point because it was a little bit too much of a, my stop would have been a little bit too much. So the body, let's see if the body goes below, if we're going into the N walk again. So let's see if we go below 60%, then we might make our way to the downside. And we might have a continuation to the downside. Okay, we are in the macro again. Let's see. I'm going to the 1 minute. No, not on you. No. You. Okay, let's see. We can get below 631. If we go below 631, then I will be interested in a short. I want to enter into this N walk and see that we're really getting some movement to the downside. And then I will be in it. I would like to trade it all the way to here. 484. Oh, it looks very bearish. I mean, hey guys, that. If I would have taken that trade with a proper stop loss, it would have been over 250 points on NQ. That would be awesome. That would have been awesome. But hey, it starts with recognizing things, then comes the execution, and hey, analyzing something and executing on it are two different things. They are not the same. And you start by seeing things, but it doesn't mean you can take the trade yet, right? Because you still need to have proper execution, and that is actually a totally different skill, right? I think trader X6, he could, with being 35 years in the business, I mean, I notice that sometimes I can analyze things, but I just, execution is something, it's two different things. And sometimes both are, in tune with each other, but sometimes you can read it, but execution is shit. That's really something that I noticed lately. If we break the 4-hour 200 SMA, we'll consider long on combined low 500. Okay. Okay, trader X6. So you favor the longs, and I favor the shorts. So we're gonna fade each other. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested in this level here, 475, 483. 485, yeah, 485. I think I'm getting in. I think I'm also trading it with a micro. What time is it? It's 53, yes. Okay. I'm gonna stop loss is gonna be, I think it's okay to have it's a little bit high, but I think we might have a run. 483. Oh, isn't that a coincidence? It's also a Is it a Monday? 600 ticks. There we go. Might be too early. Let's see. 48454. Are you gonna just dump, please? Okay, I think I'm gonna enter with one micro as well on my account. Yeah. So for example, this is okay. It might run, but it's poor execution. I should have entered already earlier, right? So even though it might run, I will journal this trade, for example, for better execution, better stop loss as well. But I think it's also talking as well and doing the YouTube. It's also something that I don't know if I trade. I don't think I trade worse than before, so it's not really an excuse, I think. But it does take sometimes some focus away of the trade itself. Let's see. Are you gonna dump? Or are you gonna go spike up first and then do it later on? That's also possible, right? Because it's too. It's Thursday before NFP. Okay, stop that. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's not bullet bearish anymore now. Let's see if we go over. Okay, it's still below 710. Still below 710. As long as it doesn't go over 710, I'm still bearish. But I should not have engaged before 11 o'clock. If it doesn't go over 710, I'm still bearish. Okay, it's been 11 o'clock. Okay, now let's see. What are you going to do? Are you going to go up or are you going to go down now? Yeah. 16 numbers, 2 bars, 5-minute bars for reversal confirmation. Yeah. Like we said, it was better to wait. Zero 0.26. 11. Out. 2, 4. 10 o'clock opens here. We opened here the 10 o'clock. We went below it, then we went above it here to the wick. Form another wick. Form another wick. Low. Low. Oh, let's see. Patient, let it confirm. Yeah, exactly. Patience is required. We still have these equal lows here, relatively equals, but we went into 0.5, so it could be enough for a move to the upside. We have liquidity here as well. I can frame it both ways again. We're in a bullish breaker and a bearish. Well, we're just retesting a bullish breaker. We came from a bearish breaker, so we're dibbling in the middle. So it's unfavorable anyway at the moment. Whatever you do, it's sort of a gamble, I think, at the moment, right? Uh, I'm more interested in, like, we opened here at the 10 o'clock, and I'm thinking, is this a manipulation wick that we are created on the 10 o'clock? Are we going to go down? I wonder if we go below 10 o'clock again, if we're going to get continuation. I'm favoring the short still, but I am aware that, oh, it's NFP Thursday, so it's my worst day. But I don't think that this is the manipulation wick on the 10 o'clock. I really think that we are time distorting, and this is the manipulation wick to eventually continue to have a distribution candle to the downside on the 4 o'clock, or the 4-hour candle. So we have a 4-hour candle, and I think this is going to be a continuation candle. But the question is, from where is it going to go down? Let's see. I'm still bearish. As long as we don't go over 710, I'm bearish. If you go over 710 body close, then I'll become bullish. It's 7 past. Okay, let's see. Still bearish. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go. I want you to go into the end wall and get some continuation. You do not. Okay, what time is it? Where can I frame a trade? It's so hard to frame a proper trade from here. Is there anything I can do to frame it? Not really. It really needs to go into this end wall. Come on. Give us a push. I really like this level. I really want 470. How am I going to frame a trade properly from here? It's so difficult to frame it. Yeah, don't know where to get in. Do we have this one here? I want to go to the 9 minute. 9 minute, we're rejecting first presented. How am I going to have a proper risk reward here? And when? What's the time? I can do it. Okay, once we get below 7:30, if we get a body closure under 6:30ish, I'm gonna find a short. Uh, but I don't see structure enough. Am I gonna use the envelope? What am I going to keep? Let me just think. Time. 0.5 is here. So we need to go actually even below 627 before getting into a short, not 630. It's just chop. How can I don't have any structure. 480 might be the end of the day trade. So question is, should I wait longer? Yes. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, the end walk and the end dogs are. You see how they help you also define. Like for example, here you can see that the bodies are. Well, in this case, the bodies do go over the event horizon, but I guess it's NFP Thursday, so nothing really is as clean as we normally get, right? Oh, what's that? I'm looking for this baby here at 471-ish. Oh, I really want some sell side into this little baby here. I've been waiting so long for this one here, I guess. Okay, are we getting it now? Let's see, what time is it? 11:13. Okay, we're in. Just does not want to break yet, right? It just keeps on. Also, this little fair value, I marked something as well. It just keeps on hammering into this one. Okay, are you getting now? 11:14. Okay, come on. You're gonna break? I think we're not done with the down because we also still have some opening range gap from, was it Monday, that's still unfilled, which is around the 602 level, and even at the 7, all these levels here are matching the 702 that's from that dealing range. So I think we're not done with the move to the downside yet. I think I should get into a short. I think we're gonna just dump at some point. Because everybody's thinking it's going long, and I've been trying. I've been looking at these levels now for 3 days, and every time it's not going there. And I think now with some other things lining up, we're already below 50%. We're below 60%. We're now around 70%. We're going to the 8. I think we're going to have a TGIF from the downside tomorrow. Oh, come on. 622. Should get in a short here. I'm getting into a short. It might be a little bit too early, but TP again, I'm going to put it right over here. I'm not giving up on this one. I know it's a little bit too much, but we'll see. I'm not in my account. I'm getting into account if I have more confirmation. It's still enough points for me to take. How many points is it below here? 586. The time has to be right. I know. Okay, how many points is this? 100. Okay, that's okay. I've got some room. 1117. We've got 3 more. Hey, Avneet, how are you doing? We've got 3 more hours for the 4-hour candle. So will it go up to go down, or is it going to go down first and then go back up, or is it just going to go for this move here? Is it going to go into this wick here? Where is this wick? That's here. Now what do we have here? We could just go into. We don't have any imbalances here. We just have these wicks. Why would it go up now? Will it do it? It's a low resistance, so it's just going to spike up without adding any. 675, 618. I'm staying in the short. Let's see. 27. 27. Okay, let's see if you close below 631. I want a body closure below 631. Come on the 15. Oh, it's still 10 more minutes. Shit. Uh-oh. 61. Okay, I had to. Okay, the mistake that I made is that I wanted a body closure below 631. So this is my impatience again, but on the 15 minute, and that's at 30. So I took the body closure here, but I had to wait for the 15 minute. I did not wait. So yeah, I had a body closure here, but on the 1 minute, and I wanted on the 15 minutes, so it did not give it to me. But let's see. So I should have waited 10 more minutes. That's okay. This is, I'm not in my account yet. This is just a short on here. I didn't enter yet. So Avneet, you want to see more bearish business too? Yes, me too. I want to see it all the way to this level here, 483. But the question is, when is the time? We formed this after 10 o'clock, right? So let's see if we have maybe the 11:50 to 12:10 macro might bring us a little bit more to. Now we're just chopping. Yeah, so this, I wanted to see a closure below here, but on the 15, and not on the 1 minute. Impatience, impatience. I'll be stopped out. That's okay. Can get a better entry. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, me too. I mean, well, yeah. So then I always reverse. I always go to paper trading, and I know then I journal it and I write down what I'm feeling. So now this was also too soon because I wanted a 15-minute closure. But I entered. I thought I had it, but because I wasn't paying attention, I want now I only have a wick below the 631.50, which is for me. I want a body closure below that to have a bearish confirmation. But on the 15-minute, and it's just on the 1 minute, yes, it goes down, but then it goes back up again, so it's no confirmation technically. So that was too fast. So I can show you. So here's 631, right? This is my 631. Now I'll go to the 15-minute, and then you'll see it's a wick. So this level exactly at 631.50. So you see it's a wick only, and I need a body closure. I'll keep it on the 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. If I'm not being stopped out, I was lucky because I did not wait until my confirmation. I saw the price action going back down. I thought, oh, this is it. But I was on the 1 minute. I'm looking on the 15-minute. I should wait. And even better to wait before it should go below 0.5. Actually, it should be 629. Let's see. And this is that opening range gap that I'm talking about. Oh, ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Now I like what I'm seeing. 631. Hey, demo traders, how are you doing? Let's see the 9 minutes. I mean, the 9 minute will give some earlier confirmation. See, this when I get impatient, I go to a lower time frame to see if I get my confirmation a little bit sooner. 631. Come on. Oh, I love the 9 minute. You're so. Oh, I don't want you to go up. No, 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 no. Do, 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 do. Half minute. 11:26. I'm good, thank you, but the PA is shit. Yes, it's NFP Thursday. Always same thing. Actually, the first move wasn't too bad, but now it's just chopping around. Uh, so when did you start? 11:15, 11:24. Oh, that's even longer than I have to wait longer for this one now because of this one is 11:24. So that means I like what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you. Oh. Okay, I'm going to the 3 minutes now because I want my confirmation. Half a minute. Okay, 3 minutes. Come on. Go below the 3 minute first percentile, please. Could you give me that? Give me that courtesy. Okay, almost. I want a body closure on the 15. That's in half a minute. Hey, Jim, how are you doing? It's pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, but it could spike up as well. We're at 11:30. I don't know if it's gonna run now at 11:30. Combined trading. Combined trading. That sounds like a sport. Combine trading. What do? I combine trading. I combine trading. I combine trading with a personal. Oh no, we don't have a personal life if we like. Ooh, 11:30. 11:30. 11:30. Oh, I like that. Ooh. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I've got my confirm. Do I have my confirmation? Pum. Oh, let's see. We're almost at the 10 o'clock at the open price of the 4-hour candle. So could we say that we have created the wick, and are we going 4-hour? Are we going to get distribution to the downside now? Can we safely assume that? No, we cannot. Why? Because it's NFP Thursday, and they just slap you around. They make you think that you think you know something, when they don't. But I think I like what I'm seeing so far. But I could still be fooled. It could still take me for a ride. That's why I'm not in my account, but I think I'm getting in with a micro. 11:30, 11:30. How many points do I have left to play with? Where am I gonna put my stop? I want. I don't have any bloody structure. Don't know where to put my stop. What can I use? Okay, I'm gonna wait and then use the 10 o'clock. Oh, that was okay. Yeah, this is Chop. I never trade. No, listen. I actually don't even trade my accounts anyway, and I actually did it, which I shouldn't have been doing. But I never. I technically don't trade on NFP Thursday. But I saw that move. Um, I just wanted to. I wanted to take this trade here, but I couldn't get in, so I actually should not even try. But I should just only paper trade today. And if it goes there, it goes there. It's fine. It could chop here all day, by the way, right? We're just gonna watch this level for hours. MJ 2560. It becomes weaker. Okay, that's a pretty. I still have some levels to the downside, I guess. I still have this gap here. This still has my interest here at 100 and all the way here even. So yeah, I wouldn't mind MJ. Okay, we're gonna dump now. I think so. Yeah, I'm getting in for the micro. I'm taking the risk. I think with one micro. Is it? Wait, hold on. 8, 0.5. Yeah, it looks weak. Wait a minute. Oh, we should go. We should take it down. This will go here. Yeah, I don't think we're. I don't think we have. I think it's too weak to really make a move. I think we're going to the 10 a.m. open. Oh shit. Um. Okay, we're at the open price of the candle. Let's see. We're gonna. Dump. There we go. Or not. I don't trust it. I'm still in this fair value gap here. Okay, let's dump some more. Come on, baby. Give it to me and Q. Oh no, are you kidding me? Just dump. Just dump your ass down. So we're reacting off this end dog. So I think it's just a little, just a heck. I think it's still gonna dump from here at some point. Maybe at the lunch macro. Okay, we're below. See the 4 hour. This is what I mean with the 4 hour continuation. But we have to be careful because we're in this wick as well. We might as well could go back up. But I do think we still get some continuation. Ah, but it's so slow. It's gonna go back and forth over time. Half a minute. This is so typical for today. Still body below the 0.5. 0.27. What was the high after 10? 10.29. Are we gonna go take out this high before we go lower? Could be. Is it possible all the way back up here? Six three 150. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, bring your ass down. 63150. Half a minute. 631. 0.5. I don't want a body closure above 63150. Yeah, I'm not trading anymore. Yeah, I know, I agree. Well, I actually didn't take the trade, remember? But yeah, I don't think it's free falling, maybe, no. It's just slapping everyone around. This is typical NFP Thursday. You think your move is coming and then it's, like I said, it slaps you around. That's why I typically don't um, trade this day at all. I just only paper trade, but yeah. KC, hi R. For the life of me, I can't figure out the analysis you're doing. I know you're busy looking for sales, so I don't want to ask a lot of questions. Is there a place I can look for this to teach? You can ask questions here. It's no problem. Okay, I'm going to be stopped out. So, KC, what is it called? You mean what well, what I'm using is just the building blocks of ICT combined with time. So in order to, I don't know if you have, hey Salam, how are you? So basically I'm ICT based, but I had some other mentors that were also ICT based, but they focus more on time. So I added time-based elements more to my trading. And then at some point you just develop your own trading identity, if I may say so. But my building blocks are basically ICT based. So all the PD arrays, the macros, the first percentage fair value gap, the opening range gaps. So that's in a nutshell what I use. Oh, trader, so X6, you have 17K profit. Well done. But today is not a day to trade, guys. Today is a day to just tape read and just be careful because it's NFP Thursday, and there was only one, actually, I think one move that was to open, and the rest is just now. You see what's doing, right? It's just not really. So you think even if it goes below the 10 o'clock price, and it's not going there, it tells you enough. Oh, yes, it's my stop loss. So ICT has its own channel, yes, on YouTube, but for beginners, on my Discord, did I put the Discord in, by the way? I made like so I think if you haven't done any ICT, I think you need to start with a core content. This month, he has month 1 to 12. But so I put those on my channel. Obviously, it redirects to his channel. But I took a few months out, which I think are not necessary when you want to make a head start. And then I think the best way to go forward is mentorship 2022. But then what ICT actually recommends, because he has been doing a lot of he has been doing some lectures in 2025. He says instead of doing everything per year from core content, which is 2017 or 16, then 22, 23, 24, 25, you can go backwards from 2025. So then you go back to, you start with 2025 and then you go backwards. But you have to start with the core content because you need to know the basics. Then you understand more if I talk about a breaker, rejection block, and things like that. Did we reject here? Yes, we did. So this is a rejection block now, and we're moving up and we're taking liquidity up. But I wouldn't be surprised if we, no, it was, I got stopped out. It's just tiny. I don't think, I still think it's going to go down at some point, but it's going to be, it's not going to take everything at once. It's just going to go back and forth. I don't like today. It's always, NFP Thursday is actually a day really to skip. So we might take this for the lunch macro. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I look at time a lot, but mainly the macros and not the quarterly theory, if that's what you. Yes, ICT has a channel, correct? Yes, but if you are new and you look into the channel, you'll be a little bit overwhelmed. But you can type in core content, and that's where the basic is. So month 1 to 4, that's where you really, really, really need to focus on when you really start. Get the PD arrays and the basic, just the basic how does smart money think and what do they look for, and then you will understand more of the things that I talk about. Yes, but core content is the thing you need to type in once you get into his channel. And you will see month 1 to 12. I've been trading ICT 3 years. Studying 3. Well, it's now almost 3.5, I think. Is it? Did I have to think about time. I started in February 2022, so it's almost 2022 or 3. I have to go back to be honest, but it's short 3 years. Yeah, SMT. I look at it for SMT, correct? Yes. Now it's hard to stay bearish when you have bullish. This is a nice bullish structure, right? Inversion, breaker, 1150. Let's see if we take out this macro, this high here, or it's just going to fool everyone as well. It's gonna slap everybody around. Yeah, I watched a lot of ICTs. I've studied core content in 2022 two times, and I watched all his mentorships when he does when he was live. It's a lot. I studied for very extensively for 3 years. Well, let's say 2.5, because since I'm doing the YouTube, I'm just not really studying anymore. But I still watch some videos sometimes for refreshers and stuff. Never done learning. Yeah, definitely London session. Yes, yes, yes. London session is my favorite. And actually, well, lunch and PM. I like AM session as well, but more trading wise, but like socializing wise, London and PM. You see, everybody gets slapped around, right? Everybody now thinks, oh my God, we're going to take the highs, and then it does this, and this is so typical for the. No, it took me 1.5 years of studying ICT to become profitable. But I wasted time with retail bullshit. I'm totally in 6 years, but I wasn't profitable then until I started doing ICT, and then it took me 1.5 years to get consistently profitable. I started to get profits after a year, but it wasn't consistently that. I had a fallback of 1 or 2 months, and then it was back and forth a little bit, but it took me 1.5, I think 1.5 to really say, okay, now I can trust myself that I can make money on a monthly basis. Yes. And I say it again, I don't think I would ever become profitable if I did not start it with IC. Maybe I would have, I don't know, but I think, and when I started journaling, that's where really the change really started to come faster. Started making connections and seeing. I don't. Well, Trader X6. I really studied like 8 hours per day. I mean, I wasn't doing anything else besides looking at the market, and so I really, I moved to South Africa and I wanted to stay here, and I couldn't. I'm not allowed to work here, so I didn't have a choice. It was okay. I could go back into my IT work and do online work that I did when I left the Netherlands, but I didn't want to, so I thought I have to make it work. Um, so I thought, okay, you know what? If you want this lifestyle, you better make it work. There's no, well, or you go back to your old work, which I didn't want to do, or you're going to do this. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to study really, really, really hard and just keep on grinding, grinding, grinding. And I'm still grinding. I'm still studying. Not as much as I used to, but I think tape reading, screen time is actually even more, is actually even, I think it's a study on its own, right? Just tape reading, looking at price, still journaling. Hey, it's just Haney. You'll get, that's good. That's good. I believe in life. You just have to work a little bit harder than the average person. And most people are really too lazy to study. And they look for shortcuts. They look for the videos that tell them, oh, learn ICT in 13 minutes. I think you won't make it. But if you just put in the work and you study, I don't think you have to be that intelligent. We have to have some brain power, but it's just a matter of working a little bit harder than the average person. And then you'll get there. And Oh, you're profitable. Yeah, well, if you study 12 hours per day, I'm not surprised. You're working hard and you're putting the effort in, and then, anybody can do it. You just have to work hard for it, right? Um, do you also journal? It's just Haney. How long did it take you to become profitable? Forward test. Yeah, okay. Would you like to share what you use? What's your strategy? See, I love to hear that people, and there are people that don't have to study that much, and they become profitable with less time. But I don't know. Some people see things maybe even faster. But I needed that time to study and extensively to really understand it and journal and yeah, journal. Yeah, I didn't journal at first. I was a little bit. I thought, oh, I don't need to. I didn't. It wasn't really because I didn't want to. I was profitable when I was born. That's the right mindset. Um, I didn't journal because I actually didn't know what to journal because I was, what am I looking at actually? But then I thought, okay, you know what? I'm just going to focus on one PD array, for example. And that was the breaker for me. And then I was starting to notice that. But I think I didn't journal for such a long time because I actually just really didn't know what to look at. And I was just actually just, but yeah, journaling really speeded up the process, I guess. Well, okay, yeah, 2022 is sufficient, right? You don't need anything else. It took about a year, only a year. Well, see, yeah. But well done. Well done. So for anyone who's in the chat and just starting out, well, we had someone who just started out. KC. So you see, KC, you've got two people here already who said that they got profitable after 1.5 years studying extensively ICT. It's just Haney did 2022. But it's just Haney. You also did the obviously the core content, right? I mean, so it took about a year. Hey, the Venom comes back. Yes, Venom. It's all about hard work, guys. You're just putting in the work and don't expect any shortcuts. And the thing is that you discover a side of yourself. We all have our demons. I didn't know that I mean, I have no addiction issue, but not at all. But over trading really was something that what the F is going on? Why am I doing this? Um, it was really weird hey, see you. Have a lovely evening. See you in London again. Bye, Eric. Um, it's really having a good look at yourself as well, right? And like, okay, what am I, am I over trading? Why am I, why do I fall in the trap of, blowing accounts one after the other, things like that. COT and seasonal tendencies. What is that, Popo? Really see that? Pretty blue? What's that? Is that a bush baby? Is that a bush baby? You say hello to the bush baby. I'm just looking what's in the tree. I hear something. So, but ICT made it so enjoyable. Hey, finally someone, I love to hear that. You know what? Because most people are moaning and bitching about him being so long-winded. And I'm like, it's still for free. And you just sort of like, every time you listen to his videos, I realize I missed something. And if you're further in your journey, um, So it's good to hear someone that finds it enjoyable, because most people are very negative all the time about. I just don't understand. It's free, and then they bitch and moan that he's making money on YouTube. Yeah, he could have done. He could not made it public, right? And it's up to us to take it or not. COT, commitment of traders. So I'm happy to hear that. It's just Haney. And I think that's also nice too for other people that are not familiar with ICT yet. Because every time, I know it just triggers people for some reason. I don't know, it's so weird. But anyway, I'm happy to hear. Yeah, and the man is giving his life work and putting it out there. He doesn't have to, right? He does not have to. So, and if he wants to talk 5 hours, he, you just have to go. Yeah, I don't know. You just have to either you fast forward or maybe you might miss a few gems. Yep. But yeah, I know it's all worth it. I mean, it's all worth it. And I consider myself lucky that I came across him. Um, okay, guys, I'm just wondering, guys, what's going on? You know, if there's going to be a move, I don't think it's going to be before. Exactly, yes, and he doesn't want to make it easy for lazy people, right? That's what he says. And you have to find that balance when you do something like that to give something away, but also because I mean he gets a lot of shit. He gets a lot of shit from a lot of people, and I guess you have to get thick skin. That's the only worry that I have getting the YouTube channel. That or the moment you start growing, you're getting more trolls and you're getting more exposure, and people just are sometimes just out to get you. You want to do good, and then people are. Yeah. KC. So no. So KC, you learn from the mentor himself, or in my Discord I have made a beginner ICT, only the core content, just for beginners, so you don't get overwhelmed when you go to ICTs. So what I did in the Discord, I don't think I put the Discord. I am married to hey, no, I am married to NQ. NQ is a man. Evil people suck. Okay, so the reason why you want to learn from ICT himself is so you can, when people tell you bullshit about or give you, oh, I am ICT trader, and they tell you something, oh, it's like this, you studied, and you know what the PDRAs entail, and if somebody, because I could have, made something to my own, but maybe it might be not for purists, it might be a little bit different, because as time goes by, but you always should learn from ICT himself. That's number one. Later on, you can go to somebody you can trust, but first you learn from ICT himself. But um, so I'm already seeing some comments that are like, okay, here we go again. Here we go again. Um, but you want to be able to tell bullshit from non-bullshit. So if people tell you, oh, that is that the suspension block is like this, but if you learn it from him, you know what the suspension block is, right? Because a lot of people, they pretend to know ICT and they are too lazy to watch a video. They watch uh, somebody explaining it and they do it wrongly, and that's what he's struggling with. So you learn from himself. But his channel is overwhelming for someone who's new. So, but core content, if you type in core content in ICT YouTube channel, you will see month 1 to 12. You don't have to do any course. You don't have to go to anyone else. You learn from himself if you want to learn ICT, okay? Okay, exit, you got me there. Yes, 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 you got me there. Um, Yeah, I don't think I put it in. Let me put it in. I think I didn't put it in yet. Normally I pin it, but it's wrong. Let me get it. But you learn from himself, and the Discord has the core content. It goes back to ICT's channel, but you don't have to go to his channel because I think it's overwhelming for people that are new because he has over, I don't know how many videos should it, over 1,000 videos by now. Um, and don't listen to all the negativity. I see some negativity already coming here again. People want to attack him for some reason on the person. Who cares? I don't want to talk about his personality. He does something good for us. People always want to make it negative for some reason. I just don't understand. It pisses me off, actually, to be honest. It really pisses me off. Hold on. Oh, he only has 753. Okay, that's not too bad. There you go. That should be the correct link. Let me pin it. And just don't listen to any. I mean, if but for some, but it might not. It does. It's not for everyone. I mean, in all honesty, it has to resonate with you. And if you give it a go, look at the core content, look into the charts. Do you recognize? Start with the fair value gap and the breaker if you can recognize them, and then you start recognizing things in the. Some people like to trade off order blocks. Some use the breaker. Some hate order blocks. It just depends. You don't have to use everything, but you have to go over everything to realize what resonates with you. And some people really don't like ICT, and then they go back to something else. That's okay. The girl that she actually pointed me to ICT. We studied it together, and at some point she says, "You know what? I'm going back to market profile." All good, For her, it was just. I think she should have studied maybe a little bit more, but it did not. For her, it didn't work because she started to mess up too many things. But it really depends on what But for me, it was like, oh my god, I can really see things in the chart. I can really calculate things. I can calculate ranges. I can really understand what is happening here, and I can really find logic behind a trade. And that's what I'm looking for. I want logic. When I put on a trade, I want to be able to clarify the logic. And I could still be wrong, but that doesn't matter. Then I miss something, right? I reverse engineer to find what I missed. And I'm sure, and when I reverse engineer, I journal and I look and I find it. And I'm like, oh my God, I missed that. But I can always find the logic at some point if I look long enough into the charts. And that's how I really, really got better as well. And you learn most of your losing trades. Those are the ones that you learn. So if I paper trade for on a day like that, and I have losing trades, I journal them. I go over them. Also my paper trades, even more so. And I try to improve my execution, but also learn from them. Okay, why is it a losing trade? What did I miss? I always ask the first question: what did I miss, and what can I do better? Those are my two main questions with my journaling. Yeah, everything in ICT makes sense exactly. And if you had a losing trade, be happy because it's a learning moment again. Iris is making money trading ICT concept, whatever system stick with it feels. Yeah, hey, listen. If I make money, I don't care, right? I need to live. I want to have freedom. I don't need a lot of money. I just want freedom. And ICT gave me freedom, so I'll be forever grateful. So. And it's just Haney. What I started noticing is it's just for me building blocks. And the moment you start, actually, he encourages me because he says I'm not telling everything. He encourages me to look further. Like, okay, what is he not sharing? And then you find little things like, oh, let me add that. Or if he says something about TGIF, let me investigate. It's just very simple, right? TGIF is just a retracement of all HLC, 20, 30, 40% of a candle. He goes over the weekly. But, the logic applies not only to the weekly, right? If you start thinking about the concepts, they're much broader than he teaches them. And then you start looking for little things and you start, you know, exactly. So, yeah, but KC, just another, I see you said evil people suck, but there's a lot of good people in the trading space, but also a lot of people that just want your money. They just want you to buy their affiliate link codes. So you have to be very aware, and you just have to, if you want to learn ICT, stick to ICT himself and people that are, you just have to be very careful. There's a lot of people that want you do not have to pay anyone for ICT logic. There are some people that might have made an indicator to that that might help you to get specific data on your charts, which are good, but then you have to pay money for them because they developed it and they paid money to um, but that's something afterwards that will come. Like for example, T Trades has an awesome. I don't use it, but I know people use it. That the his model that works really well. But you have to pay. Those are the things you can pay for. But those are people you can trust, right? You'll start to know the business, who's trustworthy, and who has been in the space. That those guys are okay too. But hey, listen, if you know my story, it's Tim Sykes with penny stocks. I started there. I mean, that's so ridiculous. Um, yeah, I don't live a luxurious life in the sense I don't live like ultra. I just want freedom, and that means I need money for freedom, but I don't need extravagant money. I just want my freedom. So that's enough. Yeah, my trading is literally, I think I trade the fractal model, sort of. Yeah. It's a logic, right? It's just the logic that behind it. But yeah, no, T-Trace is awesome. So KC, for example, once you have done, for example, you go to core content from ICT. I think the next best thing is in T-Trace. He has a good YouTube channel as well for refreshers and stuff like that. But you first have to go through ICT core content. Tim is a great trader. You mean Tim Sykes? Are you talking about Tim Sykes? He might be a good trader, but I don't think the penny stock things is really interesting. What do you think of the new FUG with volume? You mean the suspension block, Missionero? Well, he did a video on the daily suspension block that was quite that played a big part. We can go over that. I think it's a good PDRA. It's new, and he hasn't really taught a lot about it yet. But now let me see, which one was he referring to? Which day was that? The suspension? Or is this? Oh yeah, it was this one here. And this one caught me up. This one was the day that I was struggling as well. Is this it? Was this it? Let me see. Where was it? Yeah, well, you know what I liked about Tanya when she started, that she had that she just showed the honesty about her journey, and I just loved it. But at some point, I when I was watching Tanya, she wasn't really communicating with the chat anymore. It was more like just being, and that was a little bit of a change. But I did like when Tanya started out as a trader, like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to share my journey. Um, and it takes balls to do that. I mean, she was quite young when she did that. Um, okay, you see this one here? I think this is a gap here. Let me just double check. I need better glasses. We closed here at 700 and we opened. Yeah, okay, so this is here. This is the suspension block. So this was a suspension block, and what? Am I missing? Let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, and you can see here the body stayed below the midline, and then we went down, right? And he would go over it. I think that was. Well, he did a few. If you want to, I think his last few videos, he uses the suspension block. Um, hey, Trader X6, you still have the #1 crown. But anyway, um, price is boring me. I still like this low to be tagged at some point, but maybe he's gonna not do it today. Let me have a look. I thought you were not trading anymore. Hey, it's just Haney. You know what? I don't think so today. I trade London, um, and I used to do the lunch PM sessions because I really like trading the PM session. But sometimes I also trade. I start AM session, and sometimes I just go on, but it's too long. I think it's just too long. And on day to day, I'm not going to do it anymore. So I still have to figure out my times. To not to overdo it, to also make it still to have, because I love to tape read, but I don't want to do it like all day, right? Because it's a little bit too much. Yeah, and it's also, and it's NFP. Technically, I don't even I stopped trading NFP Thursday, so it's just low probability. But I have to figure out what I want to do, but I really, really, really like PM session and lunch PM session. So either I'm going to skip. I'm thinking of doing a pre-market prep. So London, and after London has done, so I already made like a sort of like, it was a bit of an idea that I had. I really go into the levels that London, after London, the levels, and you can make your scenarios, your different scenarios for New York, like your if then statements. So you can either, you have 2 or 3 scenarios. So I'm thinking of doing that, and then maybe skip the AM session myself, or just trade by myself, and then maybe a stream lunch PM session instead of doing London pre-market prep, because I do that for myself, but I could open that up, and then also AM and then PM. It's too much. So I'm trying to figure it out, what is best for me to do. So, but London is a sure thing, and there will be always 3 or 4 hours in the New York session. I always I don't want to say overstream, but I always stay longer than 2 hours. How much time have I been? I just enjoy it with you guys. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Hey, it's just Haney, ICT Asia session model. I don't know that model, but I don't think I want to get into it. Why? Because I live in South Africa, so for me, London, I wouldn't. That's my time that I need to sleep. And if I would have a good model in Asia, I probably won't sleep at all. I'm already, the Australian Open is starting the 12th, and I'm going to be jet lagged because I love I don't play tennis anymore, but I love watching the Grand Slam. Yeah, it's only 2 hours and 20 minutes, so I can hang out a little bit longer because I haven't met my 4 hours yet, right? No, so I'm always over 2 hours, but it's because I have a lovely chat. And I also realized how much I actually missed hanging out with people that trade and talk about price action. So, I can read tape all day because I really enjoy doing it. It's not like if I'm tired, I just say, okay, I have to stop. I don't see anything anymore. But I really, really love doing it because I learn a lot from it. You keep learning, especially from reading the tape. Let's have a look at gold quickly. Who trades? There's not a lot of new people. Who of you guys trade gold and CL? Not bad, gold, but what happened here? That was weird. Did you guys see that? So yeah, we'll have to think about the times, but I will definitely keep streaming 2 sessions per day until maybe I might have to until I go back into voluntary work because I used to work in conservation because I moved to South Africa to work in conservation because I used to live in the bush. If I do go back to that, I might have to skip London because daytime will be I will do my conservation work, and then at nighttime, because here it's nighttime, or 4:30, 3:30. That's the only thing that could change. And then it will only be New York, but we'll see. I'm not back into the bush. Mission narrow trade. I'm just training my eyes on the 15-second, and the problem is over trading. Yeah, I get that. I mean, over trading was also one of my issues, but it helps me to stream, to go into the charts, and I'm getting much better at it. But I still sometimes can be impatient. So impatience is my thing. And also when I have a large trade, I want to throw my stop too fast. So working on that, but that's one of my New Year's resolutions to work on those things. And I want to get better in scalping because I'm just looking for really, really large trades. And actually sometimes, especially with, I also want to look for 20-point trades and stuff like that because of the YouTube channel. Just to make it also easier for other people to trade. But you have to be careful with the scalping, because if you're too short in trade, you know, the prop firms, they send you letters like, oh my god, you are too short in a trade. If you are below, I believe, 20 seconds on funded next, they start, you know, you get emails and from them that you know, one more time, one warning, and then we are going to ban you. Okay. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. No worry. So that's why I just totally stopped looking at very short-term trades. But I think it's still good to, especially in this area and this type of. What are you doing, NQ? Are you okay? So the 4-hour candle. I still think the 4-hour candle is going to distribute a little bit lower. I just cannot help shake the feeling. Or are you going to go like this? Are you going to get one like this, and it's the next one, the 2 a.m., the 2 p.m. going to go lower? Let's see. I'm just curious. Hey, Braveheart. Ghost K. Look at Shaney begging it. He desperate for your. Not really. I don't think so. I think we're just having a nice conversation. You guys know each other? Are you friends? Hey TV, how are you doing? What do you think about the sound? Oh, Goska, have you been counting his comment? No, he wants the crown. He wants to take the crown of Trader X6. Okay, let's see who's number 1, number 2, number 3. Trader X6 still has a number 1 position. I didn't know that about the crown. It was someone who asked. Oh, it was Bob yesterday. He says, "Why the hell do I have a crown next to my name? I just want to be normal. I just want to be Bob." But we were making jokes yesterday. We said, "Oh no, you're King Bob today." But now Trader X6 has the crown, and Ajay number 3. Who's number 2? We don't have a number 2. Hey Trader, yesterday you were not you became number 1 now. Yes, but hey, listen, be careful, because there might be someone else taking the crown at some point. KC is number 2. KC is number 2. You know, we have 2 KCs here actually. Oh, I'm 22. Well, you can be a cheater at 22, but no, yeah, I know KC. Yeah, you're number 2. I know, no. No, I think we have another KC. We have another KC in the group. So no, I don't know you. It's just Haney, but I don't think you're a cheater. Well, I'm cheating on NQ, by the way, because I went into looking to gold, but I'm sort of like, you know, reversing back to NQ. I've been 3 years only with, you know, NQ, and you know, it feels like cheating a little bit going to gold, but you know, gold is not giving me what I want, so it's just, you know, grass is always greener, but NQ now is now telling me, you know, I'm going to slap you around now because you know. Trader X6 is making more money. So you're really, you know, it's so amazing how young you guys are. I love to hear that, because I just saw the live, clicked on it, and watch person's views on the market. Yeah, no, you know what? I love it that you guys are so young and that you're already doing so well with trading. That's awesome. It's something I never really think, but all the time, I think we have a lot of people below, under 25. Okay, basically I asked what he's doing, and he couldn't show me straight, even though I could see his start, and I keep making question what he's really doing. And Q slapping your. Why are you trading this chop X6? You said it yourself. Don't trade now. It's bullshit. We don't trade this. It's also not time. Mm. So you know, guys, um, there are people without water for 8 days in our town. I have water, but I only had no water from New Year's for 3 days. It was horrible. Mm, I'm kind of your age, yeah. We're gonna keep it a secret, my age. But I can be most people's mommy. Yeah, it's a combine. Keeps me busy. Yeah, I know. I think that's also why we trade, right? Sometimes we just like we watch the market and we just get tempted. But now I'm not tempted to trade this. Look how we are just in this first presented fair value gap, just hanging out here. Over 54 will be in the money and Q. My glasses are getting. Oh, guys, we're just watching price being in the first presented fair value gap. And it's on the 1 minute even, so it's really. Um, oh, okay. I can do two things, guys. What do you think? I want to make some food, but I'm also sort of curious what the afternoon is going to do. But I don't want to make a new stream. I'm going to let the stream run and come back later, or I can make. If it's, I also can just leave it. I mean, it's just not really worth it, right? To trade this. It's been literally. It's been literally in this range from 9:46 until now, almost 3 hours. 12:34. I'm range. Are you range trading? Well, you can literally you see these two fair value gaps. You can literally. Is that the range that I thought that we only would? Yeah, this was actually the range I thought we were only going to be in. Um, so I set the range between 710 and 631, but I thought we would leave that after 11, let's say 11:15. We did go below it a little bit, so that was my that got me there because we had a body below 631.50. I said, okay, if I have a body closure on the 15, I want to go short, but we did get it, but it was just two short ones, and then went spiked back up until 671-ish. It's just in that range, right? It's just stuck in that range between the candles. Yeah, you can literally trade between 631, 630, and 670. It's actually 40 point. If you go take it back and forth a couple of times, not too bad. I'm not good at that. So this one caught me here a little bit. Where was it? We went below it two times actually. This was in the macro. Yeah, so this one really caught me because I thought here, but then again, obviously, you know, you have to always consider this one here. And then this one caught me again. Well, I got out on time, but and the first presented of Monday, that was here. You see that we're actually stuck between two first presented of Mondays, one here and here. Literally, we're trading in between, and we're literally in the midpoint, I think. Let me see. So the midpoint is here, 648. This is the full. Let's take the full range. Okay, so the bodies are staying below the 25% now. This is 25, 75. Interesting. Hey, Jose Santos. Thank you. Guys, I'm getting very close to 1,000. It's really crazy. If you look at your 30-minute candles, take out the wicks, and buy area is whenever hit the less wick area. If you look at your 30-minute candles, look at 30-minute. I love my wicks. Hold on, I'm going to look what you're saying. Look at your 30-minute candles. Okay, we're going to go to 30-minute. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We are going to take everything off. I'm going to look at what you're saying. Is bring some sauce here. Look at your 30-minute candles. Okay, and then I have to take off the wicks. Saludos. Hey, Carlos Balderas. Are you from España or are you from... Okay, I've got to take off the wicks. Hold on. How do I take off the wicks again? I think that's here somewhere, right? How do I take off the wicks? I know you can take off the wicks, right? Who knows how I can take off the wicks? Mm, 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 mm. Oh, here we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, no wicks. Look at your 30-minute, take out the wicks and buy areas whenever hit the less wick area. 580, buy area 508. Um, 508, 608. But I don't understand the logic. How do you define the area? Because there's no wick. I mean, what? For me, it's like going blind. For me, the wicks give so much information. 608. So how do you define? I don't understand how you define. How do you define the area then? 580? Because how do you? What is your benchmark? Because nothing has a wick. So what do you read? You have a higher 30 wick, and it should hold and stop on the lowest 30 candle. 602. But I don't understand how do you define the area? Buy area 580. Okay, so buy area is 580. Oh, you look for the lowest? Or no, that is not the lowest. I don't know. For me, it's I don't understand how you define what is your, because I don't see. If I see 580, what are you looking at to define this as a buy zone? If I'm going to put on the wicks, I'll tell you why I would have bought this, because there is a wick, which is rejecting off exactly there. Hold on, let me see. I think there is a wick. There's a beautiful wick there. You said 580. So you have beautiful liquidity here, so it takes out the liquidity. But also on the higher time frame, there is a wick. Let me show you. Let me see. Was it on the 4? Yes, here exactly. So for me, having the wick there, I would buy. This is for me. I use this as a rejection block, and I use the 1/3 levels here. For me, it's because there's a wick. I would see it as an area where we could have retracement. So I cannot do without the wicks. You see, it taps exactly on the 1/3 level here. And then it goes up as retracement. So what's the second lowest wick price? First low wick, flat candle, is about 604 on the 30-minute. Well, it's in the midpoint of a wick again, right? 604 would be somewhere around here. I don't see a bottomless wick or bottomless candle here. I really don't. I don't really understand the logic, to be honest. So your buy is 586, 584, 604 with stop 569. For me, it would be just in this area because of the 4-hour wick. 584, 604, 604, 569 stop. When you say stop, you mean you go short or long? Are you trading short? I think you're going. Didn't you go long? Well, anyway, I mean, well, kudos to you if you can trade this, but I hate it when we get these candles. I mean, for me, this is just chop, chop, chop. I don't like this to trade anyway. Yeah, you mean your so oh yeah, okay, stop. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. See, I'm getting tired. 569 is lower than 584. Yeah. I was reading 596 like I was dyslexic. I'm not dyslexic, but that's my mistake. So I know I'm getting tired then. You're right. But I don't like to trade like when it's like this. It's just, but hey, kudos to you if you can trade this. Look at this beautiful chart. These are liquidation stops, runs, hit stops, and run upside. I wonder if we are really going to the upside. Do you think we're going higher today, or just going to chop around in this area? Or, look at this here. I'm just thinking, aren't we not, we have on the 4-hour, I wonder if we are really going higher, or this is going to hold us down, and we might have some more room to the downside. I have a bias to the downside, but the question is, are we going to go down there today or tomorrow? Let me have a look at the news again. Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. Who knows where the song is from? Only the older people might know it. It must be the older generation. That's how you can tell how old people are, I guess, when they sing specific songs, right? Oh, tomorrow 8:30. Okay, of course we got the 8:30. Oh, night and 10 o'clock news. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so tomorrow is non. So the laxative, NQ will have his laxative and enema tomorrow. So I think I'll trade the AM session definitely because we're gonna get some nice movements. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna make some food. I think I'm done for today. There's not really much to do. It's just boring. I mean, I don't wanna. Oh, it's moving a little bit, but I need some food. I want to do some other things. Thank you, Trader X6, for your explanation, but we have to go over it another time. I'm not really taking anything in anymore because I'm bored with price action. I'm tired. I need to eat something. Any comments, questions before I leave? I don't think I'll go back into the PM session. London will be definitely an AM session because of the news. I think after 10, and I think a little bit earlier, but I'll make it. Any comments before I leave? Questions before I leave you, lovely people? Guys, thank you for subscribing. For the new people, I'm at 944 subscribers. That means I'm getting really close to 1,000. That's sort of like getting exciting now. I don't really care about really growing fast or whatever, but I think 1,000 is quite exciting to reach. That is a milestone. So up to 1,000, yay! The road to 1,000 subscribers within 5 months. That's crazy. With no social media, staying away from social media. Okay, guys, nothing, no comments. Well, then I just want to say thank you all again for your lovely. We still have number 1 position, Trader X6. You're still number 1. Nobody stole your crown today, so you're number 1. You're still number 1. And Michael, you made it to number 3, Michael Crow. And who's number 2? Oh, Jose Santos, you're number 2. I'm not watching those crowns. I mean, because you guys pointed it out to me yesterday, I'm just watching it. But let's see. Oh, hey, Trader X6, go count your money and relax. How much money do you need in life? Okay, guys, I love you long time, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Stephen. Stephen, hey, listen. No, if you were in London, I took a break, but I'm just chatting. We're just chatting in the AM session. So I don't know, Stephen. I think you were in London, right? I'm not streaming since London. No, hell no. I was watching The Bachelor, and that's why I missed my morning move, unfortunately. And then there's not much to trade. We're just chatting and just having fun, and watching Trader X6 count filling his money bags. He's running back and forth to the bank, bringing them, and then getting in a new trade. So I'll be back in London. I'm going to finish The Bachelor and make some food. I think I have to feed my kitty catties. I think they're looking at me like, "Why the hell are you not feeding us?" So I have to do that. Yeah, no, hey, Stephen, listen, I can stream when there's a good price action. I really can stream all day because I love to tape read. But this is just boring price action now. But hey, if price action gets better, I won't. I'm not one of those traders that will only limit myself to 2 hours per day. Just I'm not going to be on a schedule. Oh, by the way, I do want to say something. The moment ICT starts doing his streams, those will be mainly in pre-market or maybe in the AM session. I will stream afterwards. I think I want to watch them and then stream afterwards. So that will be something. Well, Ajay, this was not really a good session, I guess. It was more, I mean, thank you for the compliment, by the way. But trading-wise, it wasn't really a good session. But it was maybe a good session in patience, right? And I have been saying it all day long, NFP Thursday is shit. It's always shit. You don't want to trade it. So you be careful, NFP. And I think this shows, again, actually I love that I tried a few times and that I got stopped out. Because again, it shows me that I should not trade NFP Thursday. Even though this morning move was the only one, but again, you guys saw me being stopped out on paper, and one time on my eval, it wasn't a big loss, but why? NFP Thursday, I journaled it. I had an Excel sheet, all my losses. My most losses were on that day, and I should not trade it. So anyway. Oh, thank you, Trader X. Thank you for the compliment. Coming from you, I know that means a lot. Oh, thank you, Stephen. Oh, guys, you make me. Thank you, guys. Really, thank you. Well, that's the point of this channel, just to. And I love the people that are coming into the channel, the space. We grow together, we learn together, and we help each other get better. Right, 1% per day. You work overnight. Okay. And I'm also, I have to, also try to get better in explaining things and find more structure as well. So, but anyway, again, so the lesson of today is do not trade except it doesn't count for Mr. X6 or the Mr. King. He's just filling his money bags and he knows how to trade the chop. But for us all normal people with no 35 experience, we skip NFP Thursday. We just paper trade. And we hang out. Oh, you're a nurse? But don't you have like different? Are you? But isn't? Don't you have different times that you have to work, or is it just a schedule? Now is your time, or do you always work at night? Where are you based, by the way, Stephen? Are you in the U.S. or are you in Europe? And you're new to futures. Well, okay, so you work at night, so that means you can trade in daytime, right? And then, okay, I got you. Okay. Well, Stephen, let us know if you're new, if you need any help to get started, if you're new to futures. I only trade, I think most of us in the chat and myself, we trade futures. Myself and Q, I did branch out to gold a little bit, but I don't like golds at the moment too much. But yeah, it's only futures. Since I got into futures, I love it because we don't have any big watch lists anymore of all those tickers and stuff like that. So for me, I've been trading NQ for 3 years. I don't want. I'm not going back to anything else. Maybe at some point back to options as a side thing. But I just love futures and especially NQ. It's awesome. But yeah, if you have any questions, let us know. Or there's also a Discord, Stephen. Still in the start. Also just to be able to communicate better with each other. That's the main thing, and just to be able to bring extra value to the community. But still trying to give it more structure and what can I do. So yeah, feel free. I pinned it here in the chat if you want to, and you can ask questions there as well if you want to. Okay, guys, let me make sure that I have this one correct. Okay. Any questions? Yeah, I pinned it in the chat. That's why I was waiting before I got off because the one in the description is not correct anymore. It's already so the one in the pinned it's pinned above. You will find it. Yeah. Let me know if it works. Yeah. Yeah. Are you, Stephen, do you have any, what do you trade? Do you have a specific a setup or what do you use or what are you studying as a new futures trader? Just curious where you are in your journey. Okay. No, I'm just curious because you said you're new to futures. What do you have specific, do you use a specific structure or setup or just curious where you are in your journey as a new futures trader, right? Well, feel free to send me a DM or any questions in the Discord. Um, I think it's important for new traders to really to get to be able to ask questions and to get started properly. Because I wish I had that a little bit more because it would have saved me so much time. I could have been 3 years sooner, maybe where I am now. But anyway, doesn't matter. But anyway, Stephen, if you have the link, feel free to ask questions. We have a very nice group there already. So, okay, guys, I'll see you later. Well, it's already almost London time. I'm gonna make some food, and you guys have a lovely evening. Enjoy. Thank you all, guys, again. And we'll chat soon. It was a pleasure again hanging out with you guys. I love you. Bye bye.